That looks very, very special indeed.
With the guys on the ground, they know what's required. You now have one aircraft that's gone quite high. He's basically orientating himself still, but keeping an eye on what's going on. And the other aircraft back to your left, he's going to come in and do Okay, well now the forward air control has actually identified exactly what's going on the ground. He can see the potential of small arms, and the aircraft are now being cleared in for a guns attack. There you go. The forward air control has identified another threat, and this time they're coming in with the fairly big weapons. These are 1,000-pound retard bombs, because they've actually identified a building where they think all these insurgents are. So the aircraft coming in now, dropping retard. I mean, the bombs are slowed down to allow the aircraft to clear the area. Now you wouldn't think job done, but not the case. Of course, the aircraft will stay around because it is possible that something else will happen. So they've got to make sure that the coalition forces have totally disengaged from the enemy and everybody is safe. So the Tornado carries this 27mm Mauser cannon. It can carry quite a selection of weapons, in fact. Storm Shadow cruise missile, Brimstone missile, alarm anti-radiation missile, enhanced paveway 2, their laser-guided bombs, enhanced paveway 3, their 2,000-pound laser-guided bombs, paveway 4, 500-pound laser-guided bombs, general-purpose bombs, sidewinder missiles there for air-to-air self-defense, the Mauser cannons. The information comes from a thing called the Lytton Advanced Targeting Pod. Carry a thing called the Sky Shadow Pod. That's the electronic countermeasures, because there's a lot of wiggly ants wandering around battlefield these days, and you're trying to throw up a radar or a decoy missile away, you need the electronic countermeasures. And finally a thing called the Boz Pod, and that's the pod that carries the IR flares, the very, very hot flares that you can fire at the back of the aircraft, so a heat-seeking missile will be confused and it'll go for the flares rather than for the jet pipe, where again, of course, the heat coming out from the engine. So I'll take
Faster than ever. Get ready for the great intersection coming on your right and left hand side.